Hey, what's up, guys? So I know it's been a while, been more than a few days since I last put anything on the single cab, but she's all done. The only thing left I got is I need to fully tune it, but that's about it. That's how she looks. Go pop the hood, see the final touches. So got the intake back on it. I went with this Summit Racing 92mm throttle body, black. TVSS intake, of course. 60-pound injectors. Did the Corvette fuel filter for this TVSS swap on these trucks with the return. So like I said, you got to get the Corvette fuel filter. It's a part number. It's a Wix filter 33737. A lot of people, like I said on the other video, a lot of people like to just get the fuel filter itself and connect it right into the rail. But the only thing about that, it's hard to take it off if you ever need to, and then your lines are kinked up against the firewall because you ain't got much room. So what I like to do is get a piece of like about a foot of 6AN hose, a couple fittings, 90 straight, and route it that way. I mean, it looks a little bit better, I think. Got them long tubes in there. Went with the Speed Engineering 1 7/8, MSD wires, NGK TR55 spark plugs. That's about it. I mean, I put new lifters in it, new gaskets, new bolts, head bolts. Put the True Cool, you see it right there behind the grill. I did that. LS9 cam with the LS2 front timing cover with the sensor in the front. Had to buy an extension harness to run it to the cam sensor in the back. If y'all do this, make sure y'all use the 1X cam gear, which is the one that has the half moon, because I did some research when I first bought the timing cover. It said that the cam sensor, the LS2 cam sensor, works with the 1X or 4X gear. So I had bought this 4X gear. This is from LS2, LS3, like 08 and up, with the 58X reluctors. So anyway, so I had, I put this one on, which is part number 125864861. And when I started the truck, I was getting a cam sensor check engine light. So I was wondering, like, what the hell, So I hit up my tuner, asked him what he thought or whatever, and we did a little thinking and stuff. And I called the dealer, Chevrolet dealer, told him what I had done. I was like, look, I got a Gen 3 motor. I put an LS9 cam, which is a Gen 4 cam. I said, I'm getting this code. And then the guy at Chevrolet, he asked me, well, what cam gear are you using? I told him, I'm using the 4X. And right away he said, well, there's your problem. He said, you need the GTO cam gear, for that came on a 24X reluctor motor. So I don't know why I never thought about that in the beginning, but I mean, it kind of made sense. He was explaining, he's like, look, you're running a Gen 3 truck with a Gen 3 computer trying to use a Gen 4 cam gear. So the computer, he said, the sensor will work in the front, but the computer's telling the sensor to read a 1X, and it's showing 4X, so it's throwing it off. Well, anyway, so I hit up my tuner. I told him what was going on, and he said he had a spare. He had a 1X cam gear that I could have. So I was like, sure, I'll take it. So anyways, yesterday I put it on, and sure enough, the check engine light went away. So if y'all decide to, if y'all do that one day, y'all try to put a, Gen 4 cam in a Gen 3 motor, keep that in mind. The reason, I guess, on these Gen 3s, on the cam, if you pull out the cam, like the stock cam, in the back in the cam, like the last lobe, it's got like an indicator. And that's where your cam gear reads, because on these motors, like I said, the cam gear's in the back. So on those cams, it has that indicator on the towards the back of the cam. That's where it's reading it. Well, on the Gen 4 cams, it don't have that in the back. It has it in the front. So that's why a front cam sensor is required. You know what I mean? So now, you go aftermarket cam, then it really don't matter. You know what I mean? I could have put a 224 in here, and I would have never had to done any of the front timing cover and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, keep that in mind. So like I said, the other night I was finishing it up. With the 60-pound injectors, I knew it wasn't gonna start right off, like on its own. So I had my tuner, he came over here, put a bass tune in it, so that way I could start it the next day and drive it to the muffler shop, because it was pretty much open headers and stuff. So anyway, so he did that, and then next morning, which was the day before yesterday, I took it to the muffler shop to get the white pipe made for it. So I think this weekend, probably probably Sunday, I'm gonna get it tuned, get it fully tuned, see how she does. But let me go ahead and crank her up for y'all right quick. See so that way I can hear how she sounds. Like I said, it's still on the bass tune, so it might struggle a little bit to start right up top. That's my starter. I need to get a new starter.